Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Valrico here, and today we're playing some Doom multiplayer gameplay on, I can't remember what this map is called. I think it's called Excavation. We're using the chain gun shotgun combo. I rarely use the chain gun. I didn't understand how it worked at first. You gotta learn how these weapons work, because every weapon plays different, but they're all good, which is crazy, because, you know, most guns in multiplayer games, like, there's this one power gun that's just unstoppable, you know, in the creative class style of multiplayer, and then the rest of the guns fucking suck. Like on Uncharted, right now the FAL is the most powerful gun on the game. As far as, you know, assault rifles, shotguns, you know, it's a totally different thing, but as far as assault rifles go, most powerful gun on the game is fucking unstoppable. Now that I think about it, when I get on Uncharted a little bit later in the day, I'm gonna definitely use the shotgun, because I haven't used the shotgun. I'm trying to use that shit like years. Around with the homies. I got one friend who plays it, Obesity. We played the other day together. We played 2 days in a row for like 3 hours, so 6 hours both days. We were based and we were running through them. This shit is fun when you got with that game, you gotta have one other guy to play with on Uncharted, because you fucking always carrying the team. I don't know why I get stuck on the sorriest teams. I mean, is it like Uncharted looks at your past history on multiplayer games and says, oh, this guy's a beast on everything he's ever touched? You know, as far as multiplayer, he's a winner. We better put some sorry players on his team to level the playing field. I don't know what's going on. But anyways, back to the point at hand. We're talking about Doom right now. We're not talking about Uncharted. That's a separate video, for a separate occasion. Watch me snatch this fucking demon rune. I'm like, bro, you're taking too long. Let me go ahead and get that player, because you're not doing work with it. And you'll see a strategy that I do with this demon a little bit later in the video. I take a lot of damage and then I move back over to C in a little bit. But I think Doom is the most balanced multiplayer game I've ever played, besides Call of Duty 4, which was the balanced. You know, that was the most balanced multiplayer game out of. Look how much damage I'm taking right here. Hold on a minute. So I kill this guy and I actually move back over to C where my guys are at. And I want to stay near my guys, so that way if I die, my team has a chance to get the demon rune. Because, you know, when you die in the demon rune, there's like a delay in when like your teammate can pick it up. So the opposing team has the advantage. So you'll see me die right here on purpose. I just stand out in the open, but I want to stay next to my teammate. And then he gets shot by the BFG, the big fucking gun, and my team picks up the demon rune once again, and we're just gonna keep controlling that son of a bitch. It's very, very necessary for you to control the demon rune on this game. You have to. And the power weapons. And you gotta control everything. You gotta have everything. The power weapons, demon rune, the haste. Haste is on this map. You gotta control everything. But anyways, this game is probably the most balanced multiplayer I've ever played. Call of Duty 4 was really, really balanced. That was the best balanced COD game of all time. And it was like the funnest too, by the way. World of War was very balanced too. Well, it was less balanced than COD 4, because COD 4, every gun can get a kill pretty much if you really want to use every gun. But if you want to get serious, you pull out the MP5 or you pull out the M16, and then you just fucking do damage. But on Call of Duty World at War, the MP40 was the god gun, plain and simple. That was the most unstoppable gun on the game. It wasn't unstoppable, but it was like, you know, if a sorry player gets an MP40, like a decent player gets an MP40, he'll kill you over you being an expert player, you know, playing with a Thompson or whatever shitty gun, the PPSH or whatever shitty gun that you use. But also, you know, in Call of Duty 4 or Call of Duty World at War, they had variables. They had bolt action rifles, since it being a World at War game, that it made it, you know, a little bit more balanced, you know, in that aspect. But that MP40 was a beast. It was unstoppable. Unstoppable. Well, stoppable, but unstoppable. You know what I mean? This chain gun is nice, bro. I started getting in a rhythm with this chain gun. This was like the 4th or 5th game I've ever played with the chain gun, because I usually just play with the 3-burst rifle. I forget what it's called. I think it's called just burst rifle. That's my favorite gun on the game. It just works so well for this game. And I don't really like the heavy assault rifle. It's just really not that good. It's just not. That gun, it's just not good. They need to make the accuracy a little bit better for that gun, because the longer you hold it wide open and just, you know, continuously shoot, the more inaccurate it becomes. So just like the chain gun, as you'll see, the reticle will get wider on my screen the longer I shoot. But Doom is so fucking good, bro. It's so refreshing. It's so good. I look forward to getting on Doom. I really don't even have to try hard. Like my KD is ridiculous on the game. On the game, it's like 3. It was at one point it was almost close to 4.0, and then it dropped down a little bit to like 350 or something like that. But the best part about this game is there's no fuck shit that will ruin your kill streak or ruin your momentum. Like, there's no fuck shit. Like, you know when you get killed by a demon rune. Well, I mean, it is what it is. You got killed by the demon rune. Of course you're gonna die by one, fucking rocket. I mean, it's the power weapon, basically. That's how you gotta look at it. So if I get shot by a BFG, it's like, fuck. Damn, I could have got out of there. I should have dipped up out of there, and I could have stayed alive if I would have got out of there. But, the game is so balanced that it's just, there's nothing for me to get mad about except for losing. The only thing I get mad about is losing games. That shit really makes me upset. But look at this play right here. I got that guy too, and then this fucking guy jumps down. I was like, fuck no, I'm gonna get him before I die. Ah, he lives. That son of a bitch. He had blood all over his chest. It was bleeding everywhere. But Doom is probably the most balanced multiplayer game out right now. Like, there's nothing like, there's no fuck shit in the game. Like, you can't camp because you gotta get your health packs and stuff. So you gotta at least run out and go get those. And then once you get those, you're like, oh, there's a guy right here. Let me kill him. So it continues the momentum of the game, and it's just action packed at all times. Not too overly action packed, but it's just moving around and shaking instead of sitting behind a box or corner camping or whatever bullshit. It's pure gaming skill is required to be good at this game. And it's not even, a lot of people saying it's a casual consolidation game. Whatever, shut up, bitch. The motherfuckers are always saying big words. They're trying to sound more, official, or try to sound more, intelligent than the other person. This shit is not a consoleized game or whatever you want to call it. Even if it is, so fucking what? The console is what matters at the end of the day, because you motherfuckers on PC will buy a game for like $20 on Kinguin, not even supporting the developers anyways. So, that's why, fucking developers make games for the console. I mean, obviously it makes the most sense because you can't really Kinguin, for console games, except for like whenever they have bundles that come with PlayStations. You can get, like, I remember I was able to get what's this shit called? The Last of Us. The Last of Us. Yeah, I got that shit off of a bundle because it was a bundle in a PlayStation at one point, and I got that shit for like $14 instead of it being like $30. So, I already bought the game before at full price. I'm not buying that shit again at full price. You crazy. Let me go ahead and hit that Kinguin up. You know what I'm saying? But of course it's going to be consoleized. What do you expect? I mean, we're the A side, like Floyd Mayweather would say. They create fucking video games to work on consoles first because consoles are the most important and they make them the most money. So, with that being said, Doom is one of the best multiplayers out, and if you haven't tried it, I don't know what you're doing. You gotta get on it. It's fucking fun. It'll take you about an hour to get used to the game, but once you do and you start beasting, you're gonna feel like a god, and it's just great. It's great. I love it. Nevertheless, like and subscribe, all that bullshit. Twitter.com/ValRico, YouTube.com/ValRico, and I'm out of this bitch. Peace.